welcome to Keep It at 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Monday night, folks. And I'm telling you, it's been a long Monday night. We started at 4 and it's 7 o'clock and we're just now shooting. Yeah. We had a little technical difficulties, but guess what? Big E and his pops found how to get it done. What's going on tonight, Big E?
Nothing much, man. You know, it's been a long day. Well, your day was longer. You got up at what? You said you got up at 3 in the morning.
I got up about 3 o'clock. People want to call in sick on me. But guess what we do, E? We keep it 100. We don't stop because people call in. We don't stop because we're tired. All we do is keep it 100. Because what? If we don't have a show, people's asking, what happened to Tony and E this week? But guess what? We're going to bring you a show. We're going to try to bring you a hot show because it's getting cold outside, E. We got to warm people up. What you got going on? Talk to me.
Man, nothing much. It's Thanksgiving break, so I don't got class going on this week. Thank the Lord. I got work, though. I got to work Black Friday, working retail on Black Friday. It'll be my first time doing that. That ought to be interesting.
Biggie, that should be fun.
Yeah.
Should be fun. See all them mamas out there running around trying to fight over that T-shirt, that Nike shirt, and everything else.
Yeah.
But, folks, we're going to have a special guest tonight, the outstanding wrestler from Deer Creek. His name is Cade Manion. The kid won state championship last year. He's trying to win another one. He signed with North Texas, and he's going to be joining us any minute after we come back after these
sponsors.
Here we go.
With 25 years experience in the industry, Linex Customs OKC is your one-stop shop for all your vehicle accessory needs. Specializing in spray-in liners, lifts, levels, wheels, tires, bed covers, and anything else you need to make your ride look and sound better. Call Eric and the boys at 405-778-8878.
Welcome back to Keeping It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. We are back, and we have a special guest on the line, Mr. Cade Manion. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about wrestling. I'm more of a basketball guy when this time of the season starts rolling around. So I'm gonna let Tony talk to you.
Okay, we're gonna introduce E to wrestling and tell him what it's all about. But before we get started, man, how's it going, Cade? And, with everything going on this year, how's wrestling going?
It's been kind of tough, with all the corona and stuff going on, but just been surviving, getting the practice in wherever I can.
That's good. I know you guys can get the freestyle and get to do none of the stuff, the big tournaments you usually do over the summer. You already kind of signed with a college, but, last year winning state, your first state championship. Tell the folks that don't know about wrestling, what was it like winning that first state championship? Tell us.
No, it was awesome, man. It was nothing like it. I mean, you walk in there and it's just this giant tournament, all these kids wrestling. And, I mean, I had people from my school who had never stepped on or in a wrestling tournament, and they were like, man, that was awesome. It was something special.
Cade, I know it's something special, man. I've been around you for many, many years. You and Gabe's been on some of the same, national teams and wrestling and, Team Oklahoma and stuff like that. But, to kind of see you, win that tournament and knowing your dad real well and being friends with him, man, just to see the joy. I know when my son won his first tournament, man, it's crazy how you feel, man, because it's a tough. People don't understand wrestling is tough. It's not like a basketball game. You got 5 to 6 other guys that you're passing ball to and they shoot. It's you and 20 other guys in that bracket trying to win a state championship. And, and sometimes there's been kids that's supposed to win 3 or 4 state championships, don't even win one. As a young man that we both know real well is Colt Newton. The guy was a stud, a Trinity Award winner, Tulsa National winner, but never won a state championship. He was a runner-up three times in his his last year. He ended up taking third. So you know how tough it is, though, to win a state championship. And, congratulations to you for winning a state championship. But I got to tell you, what's in the bag of tricks for this year, though, because it's time to do it again. Everybody's going to be shooting for you. And that guy up the street up over at Broken Arrow, Jared Hill, he's looking for you.
Yes, sir. I want to say thank you, by the way. But this season, honestly, we don't even know if we're getting a season, so we're taking it day by day. But I'm expecting something real big, just having another breakout season like I did last year and shooting for that Deer Creek school win record also with that second state championship.
That's pretty cool right there, man, because like I said, it's hard to win one and then trying to shoot for 2, man. I tell you, it's a tough road because everybody's going to be shooting for you. I know over the summer, you and Gabe kind of wrestled this little tournament out there in Shawnee. It wasn't really a big tournament, but, I know that tournament, you probably haven't wrestled since the season was over. You know, and Jerry ended up kind of giving you that one time. He think that was kind of his state champ. That don't mean nothing. That's why I kind of laugh at people. That don't mean nothing. The term is determined when it counts. I mean, that's just some weekend pickup stuff, like a pickup game. But so, tell me, like, it's like, tell the folks what's it like, cutting weight, trying to get ready for a big tournament and stuff like that. What's it like?
Oh, it's a grind. I mean, that whole season, 6 months or so of just watching your weight every 3 days, you're like, oh, your girlfriend or whatever, be like, hey, you want to go out to eat? Like, no, I can't. I can't do that. You just got to just stay with it.
Oh, it's a tough, like you say, it's a grind, though. It is, man. I mean, and I tell you, and it's so tough for you guys doing this year because it's Thanksgiving's coming up, and usually there's a big tournament coming up right after Thanksgiving, and then you got Christmas, you got New Year, and like you said, all your buddies is eating and got the little goodie bags, and here you are over there, drinking a little bit of water and just eating a little bit of boiled egg or tuna fish. You're doing everything you can to try to maintain your weight, man. I know it's so funny because my son, yesterday we had lunch, and he rooms with Gabe, and Gabe's at UCO, and then he told Gabe, he made a comment like I used to make to Gabe, you can't eat that, and Gabe turned around to Deshaun, he said, don't say that, you sound like my dad. So I know your dad's probably the same way with you about don't eat this stuff. Watch your water, watch what you're drinking and eating. So yeah, it's crazy though. So tell me a little bit, when you was on your recruiting trip, I know you signed with Little Rock, Arkansas with Coach Neal over there in Little Rock. So what made you pick Little Rock, because I know you had a lot of other schools interested in you. What made you pick Coach Neal?
Yeah, well, when we went on the visit trip, it was real nice down there. I'm more of kind of outdoorsy type of kid, I like to go fishing, hunting, whatnot. And getting down there was real pretty and stuff. And then on top of that, their D1 program, they're new. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I go here, I can be one of the first ones,
Yes, sir. So what other schools did you look at besides Little Rock, though? Who else did you kind of have on your map, though?
I know Appalachian State was looking at me, Oklahoma, OCU and UCO were a few of them. But I just decided, I was like, man, I think I want to be a Trojan.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. It's a good school. Yeah. Coach Neal's a good guy. Coming out of that OSU program, being under Coach Smith, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's been in different programs. I think, was he coached at North Carolina State?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know he's been at, a lot of different Division I schools. And like I said, rushing for Oklahoma State, I know we had a chance to go up there and visit. And I tried to get my son to go up there, man, and he didn't want no part of Little Rock, And I used to live in Little Rock when I was a kid, but he didn't want no part of Little Rock. He was stuck on UCO, which is a good school, Coach Stiley, but, like I said, you going up to Little Rock, man, like you said, you guys in a good conference. You're going to do some big things, though. And like I said, you can be one of the first that, can to win a national championship out of there. So that's a good deal. So, like you said, you kind of spoke earlier, you guys might not have a season. So what are they saying about your season?
Just it's kind of talk everywhere. We're having this tournament's getting canceled. This people or whatever. But I mean, if we don't have one, so what? Transfer this summer. But if we do, cool. I get to wrestle my senior year.
I hate to see that. For a lot of the kids, man. Me and my partner Big E over here, like I said, last year basketball didn't get to finish. You guys wrestling did get to finish. So that's grateful that you get to, your junior year, you got to, win a title, and you're going to try to win another one. But, some of the kids that didn't get to finish, like basketball, didn't get to finish baseball. And it's so hard to see these kids, especially going into your senior year, because you're never going to have another senior year. High school senior year is amazing. It's outstanding. And it's something you always going to remember. I remember I'm a 48-year-old man, and I still remember some of my stuff like it was yesterday because the memories that you have with your friends. And I just tell you, like I said, people said they're not going to have Gary this year. Is that true?
I have no clue. I'm hoping not, but I mean, you can never tell.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, man, because, some of these big time tournaments that these guys go to, they're not going to have them this year. And, hopefully those kids do get to have them because, like I said, I know, we've been to Reno before, we've been to Gary, and some of those tournaments is, just you meet all people across the world and in different states, and and it's pretty cool to be in those tournaments and be with those kind of guys. But like I said, I hope you guys do get to have a season this year. Like I said, I look forward to you trying to win another another state championship. So what's the team gonna look like this year?
The team this year, we're gonna have a few young kids, at our lower weights and stuff, but I think we'll have a pretty decent team.
So who's the team? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say who's the team to beat this year because I know. Mustang's supposed to be pretty loaded again. Heard Stillwater has some guys move in. Broken Arrow, still Broken Arrow. I mean, Choctaw's going to be there. I know you guys are going to battle them. It's supposed to be December 3rd. Are y'all still going to have that duel? Do you know?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, so what weight are you going to wrestle? That's probably the $1 million question because last year you won at what 138?
Yep, 138.
So what weight you going to be at this year?
This year, I'm going 145.
Ooh, you went up a couple pounds, huh?
Over quarantine, I was walking around at a cool 160, and I was like, geez, I need to get this down.
That's the thing about wrestling though, man. Like I said, you can put on. I mean, I know when Gabe used to wrestle, especially when he was at 106 pound, man. And you would have to cut to get down, and then Saturday night, after everything was over, he'll weigh in that weekend at 106, 107, 108 because you get your 2 pound allowance. But by Sunday morning, he'd be weighing 119. I'm thinking, what'd you eat? Was all that food you put in you, man? And it's so crazy, man. I tell you, man, wrestling season was tough in the house because you guys are cranky, and you know it. And I know your mom and dad probably say the same thing. You're probably so cranky. You don't want nobody to mess with you. You don't want nobody to talk to you. You don't look at those snacks. So I give it up to wrestlers, man. I tell people all the time, I'm a supervisor for my company I work for, and I tell people all the time, if a wrestler came in for a job interview and a football player came for a job interview, I'm going to hire that wrestler. And they said, why, Tony, you love football? And I said, you're exactly right. But that wrestler is tough-minded. If a guy can sit there and control what he eats and control what he drinks, the guy's going to be tough on the job because he's going to do the job right because he has to be focused all the time. So that's the thing about being a wrestler, though, man. They go a long, long way, and I always tell people, do not ever mess with a guy that got messed up ears anyway. I tell people that all the time. I don't care how big you are, you don't never mess with a guy that has messed up ears. So, Kay, before we let you go, man, is there anything you got special set for this year? You got any goals you got set if you do get to have a season?
I don't think so.
Well, Kate, I'm like I said, I'm glad me and E got to talk to you. You're the first wrestler we brought on our show, Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. Yeah. We're going to be going out to different locations. Like E said, he don't know that much about wrestling. I'm going to be going out hitting different, locations, high schools, and talking to coaches. I know I'm going to probably try to make it over to that duel against you and Choctaw. And, Kate, this is the funny thing is I'm probably going to get in trouble. I've had a Deer Creek guy on the show before I had a Choctaw guy on the show. That's how special you are to me, Kate. That's pretty cool,
Thank
man.
You. Thank you for having me on the show.
Nah, man, I appreciate you having me on the show, man. I'm glad you got a chance to get that state championship, and I'd love for you to go get another one. Tell the family I said hi, and guess what? Always keep it 100.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
Folks, that's Cade Manion, the Deer Creek senior. I'm sorry. He won it as a junior. He's going to try to repeat it as a senior this year. Guy's a good young man. I got a chance to be around him. Him and Gabe worked out with some of the same guys. Rico, been on some of the same national teams. Come from a great family. Like I said, out there at Deer Creek, won the state championship. Won his first one. Looking to try to win a second one, folks. And that's what we do, Keeping It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. We talk about wrestling, folks. We got the wrestling thing up there. We got the gold ball. Now we broke out the wrestling. Me and Big E be breaking out the basketball pretty soon. But guess what, Big E? Now we can talk what?
We can talk football now. But baby. No, that was really cool. Me not knowing a whole lot about wrestling, but I can kind of relate to wrestlers with the whole having to maintain a weight. Back in my sophomore and junior year, I power lifted. You look at me right now, you're like, there ain't no way you was a power lifter.
Show them your guns, baby.
They're not there no more. It's been a long time since I picked up a dumbbell, barbell, all that. But yeah, I was a power lifter for a little bit. Those were always fun. You get out of school for the day and you do 9 lifts, But yeah, I remember one time I was really nervous about not making weight. I think I was trying to weight lift in I want to say either 145 or 163. I can't remember what the weights were, but I remember I slept with 2 pairs of sweats on.
I feel you.
2 pairs of 2 hoodies on, and I had the heat all the way cranked up in my room. I had a blanket on, big heavy blanket, and I just tried to sweat it all off, sweat the weight off.
How much were you trying to lose, Big E?
I think I was like 3-4 pounds over the day before.
Okay.
So
you snuck in a couple snacks, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I can't control that, man. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat.
Hey,
I'm going to go up to Taco Bell. I'm going to get me a couple quesadillas and get some mild sauce on them.
I ain't mad at you, Big E. Hey, you tell me I ain't cutting no weight, baby. I like it. It's wintertime. You got to put on weight. So I tell them, baby. I'm like a big teddy bear. That's what they call me. Big Teddy Bear Johnson. Here we go. So, baby, talk about, man. Talk about some games over the weekend.
man, this last week I went out to the Choctaw game, but I'm going to get to that later. But in Big 6A, 6A1, pretty good matchup against Broken Arrow and Union. It was kind of a close game there. Union ended up pulling out the win, 26-14. And then Mustang and Owasso. Owasso just ran away with that, 45-7.
What did I tell you last week? Blankenship that has won a state championship is going to beat the Blankenship that has not won one. Mm-hmm. So Blankenship and Owasso are doing their things, man. They're on the way to try to win another one, but there's somebody in their way that's going to knock them off. And I told you last week, Edmond Santa Fe. Zoe had something going. He must have listened to the show for a little bit because he was rocking and rolling the first quarter. But Zoe, you got to play 3. You got to play 4 quarters. You can't just play 1. You got to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? After the second quarter, Zoe quit playing because guess what? Edmond Santa Fe put it on him. On him. But guess what? Good year for those guys, man. Hope they can come back strong. But I'm just telling you, Santa Fe is going to be the team that's going to win it. Owasso, hey, they're good, but Santa Fe is going to knock them off. You heard it right here first at keeping it 100.
Think Santa Fe is going to knock off Owasso? Santa Fe is going to knock off?
Santa Fe is going to win the state championship. I don't care who they got next. They're going to win the state championship. I'm telling you right now, Big E.
Wow.
Santa Fe, your boys Broken Arrow, they got beat out. They're going home. Guess what? They're getting ready for wrestling and basketball, maybe track and baseball. But their season is over. You was all high on Broken Arrow at the beginning of the year.
Like the first 2 weeks, okay?
Well, guess what?
I bought into the ESPN hype, all right?
I told you last week they should have been on Fox. They should have been on
Fox.
If
it's on Fox, that's still good.
But I'm just telling you right now, Edmond Santa Fe is going to win the Big 6A all day long.
I still got to give it to Owasso, man.
Well, next week you got what? You got Jinx and who? You got Jinx and Owasso?
You got Jinx and Owasso. That's probably going to be the game of the week right there. And then you got, Santa Fe versus Union. So, yeah, those are going to be some big matchups. I mean, you get into the semifinals, quarterfinals.
Hey,
all the matchups are big.
It's the Final Four, baby.
It's the Final Four. Only in the 6A, though. You get down to 5A and all that. I mean, they still got a few more games to play. But, yeah.
Well, let's go down to the small 6A. You had Midwest City. You had Midwest City taking care of business.
Yeah, took care of business against Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Everybody was telling me that Booker T. was going to win the ball game, and I just tell you, man, the Bombers too good right now. They got that Bomber magic rolling.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say they can beat Bigsby. I'm not going to say that. I don't know if they can do that. But if the ball bounces your way, anything can happen. You got to shut down the press, the kid. You got to get him before he gets going.
You have to shut him down, but I don't think there is a way to shut him down.
Man,
I mean, he's just...
Superman had kryptonite to shut him down, right?
Yeah.
So everybody got some kind of magic potion to shut you down. You heard it first. Everybody got some kind of magic potion to shut you down, and I'm telling you right now, you got to game tackle him. You got to get to him before he gets going. If you let him get going, guess what? It's going to be hard to stop him. Man, it's really weird to watch the kid play. It's like playing freeze tag. See, like he's running and everybody else stops. I don't get it, man. It's crazy.
Maybe they're scared of him.
No, man, that guy's about that tall, man. You can't be scared of little bitty dude, but he's just so fast and quick, man. You couldn't tackle him in the phone booth. The kid is good. I'm not going to take nothing from him. He just got another offer the other day. I don't know how you live up in Tulsa. And Tulsa's playing good football right now.
Tulsa's playing really good football right now.
Really good football. They're probably better than Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State fans, I'm just telling you right now, man, I'm a Gundy guy. I like Gundy, but I'm just telling you right now, man, you got guys that's not playing. They worry about their NFL contract.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I was watching that game, and I had the biggest grin on my face. I'm a Sooners fan, and then hearing all the OSU fans talk, and, they were kind of hyped up early in the season. Really hyped up. Really.
OSU looked good at the beginning of the year. I told people I thought they would win the Big 12. I think
after that Texas game, they fell apart.
I really thought OSU would be their year to win the Big 12. I thought OU kind of started off slow, but I tell you right now, man.
You can never count out the Sooners, ever.
I know everybody used to talk about Stoops, but the Grinch guy's a good defensive coordinator. I'm just telling you. Lincoln Riley and him, man, they work good together, man. Yeah. I'm telling you.
I think it's the young, there's young coaches, and I think you can when you have a young coach, you can just relate to him more, and that goes farther than just college football. I think high school too. I mean, we talked with the Hera coach, and Chris Bleak.
Yeah,
he's a young guy, and it's just relatable in that relationship.
Yes,
you have that bond and that chemistry, and guys are more willing to play for guys like that.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't want to play for somebody like Mac Brown is over the time and age. You got to let it go, man. But I just tell you right now. Lincoln Riley and Grinch, they got something going good right now. and they can go get any kid. They can go walk in any living room and get any kid to come join them because, hey, look what they're doing there. They lost 2 games, but they could easily be playing for another national championship. And I think this year they could win a national championship. That defense is rocking and rolling right now.
They could, but I think
you do something with, what's his name? Fubi, whatever his name is, number 44. There's always
Buki. Man,
Buki.
I was mad at that.
Buki, man, you got to grow up, man. You're a junior, senior. You got to grow up, son. I mean, come on now. Then you're gonna ask the ref like, "What did I do?" Well, come on, man. You're tiny guy. But you're 5'5", you're lucky on the field. So, hey, take care of business and move on, Buki. But let's get back into the small 6A.
Let's get back to high school.
You call it. I mean, I love talking a little bit of college too. Dell City. I mean, I have to say, man, and I'm not trying to be mean. I know Reggie already beat him up this year, but Dell City, I have to say, you're probably one of the biggest
biggest disappointments this year.
I mean, this year, man, all that talent, man. You won 3 games, and I don't know. I mean, you can't blame all QB, but man, I mean, with all that talent, I mean, you got all that talent. You got so much talent, and guess what, man? You get beat 63-27. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the last few games, Biggs has been putting up mad numbers on people, man. Mad 21 is out there. They've been putting numbers on people like that. But, you look at this Choctaw, PC North game. That game could have went anyway. I know Choctaw won their first home game in so many years.
Yeah, I think it was like, I couldn't tell you. The last time they had a home playoff game was like the 80s, and the last time they won one, I couldn't tell you that.
But I'm just saying, I mean, that's cool for them to win that game. And I know you went to that game.
Yeah, I was there.
But I tell you right now, you got the fans and everybody's pumped up, and I mean, you should be. Mm-hmm. You're going to the semifinals. But Aaron McConnell, let's get it right, baby. They went to the semifinals last year. Eat them some love now. That class of 2020 got them there for the first time since 1960. Don't be writing it. No. They went last year. Not hating, but I'm just telling you, get them boys they love too because, hey, they didn't want to put it on the map. That 2020 class, Thad Williams, Ethan Davis, Gabe Johnson, Deshaun Moore, Jeff Robinson up at Oklahoma State. Get them boys some love too now. They helped Choctaw get on the map. Folks going to get mad, think I'm hating, but no, I'm just keeping it 100 is what we do right here, Big E.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he was part of that class. So
I mean, that was like, even though I wasn't much more than a practice player, but just being around that atmosphere, being a part of history, And
you went on the road. You went on the road and got that victory. You went to Muskogee and beat Muskogee at home, rolled back in the charter bus. Oh, yeah. Boom. But it's the same spot you was in last year. Yeah, you're in the same spot. You know what? Last year, guess who you had in the semifinals? Stillwater. Guess who Choctaw got in the semifinals this year? Stillwater. And guess what? It's the same team as last year. I'm not saying that Choctaw's going to get beat, but I'm just telling you right now, they don't like each other. Nope. They don't like each other. I'm just telling you right now. Stillwater got this game marked, and so does Choctaw. But it's going to be a big ball game, though. I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep telling you. If you don't turn the ball over, Choctaw got a chance.
And also, I'm not saying this to be a homer right now, but after watching the past few games, that Choctaw's defense, this is the best defense Choctaw has ever had. All right, I'll even go ahead and say it, better than my 2020 guys. Sorry if y'all listening right now, but it just is what it is. We're keeping it 100.
You're keeping it 100.
That's they're one of the top defenses in the state. You look at guys like Deshaun Brown. We've been talking about him the past couple weeks. He's been getting in the backfield. Donnie Wingate. I mean, that guy.
He's balling out.
He's balling out, and he's even not even on the field, but off the field in the classroom. That guy's a leader. If you're a college coach watching this, Donnie Wingate's a guy that you have to get on your roster.
I mean, he's been getting some big offers. I mean, he got a preferred walk on Oklahoma State. It's big.
Yeah, he got a
Lamar, his first good time D1. Yeah. Hey, that's a good school, Donnie. I mean, look at your options, son. You're gonna have many more. You keep balling out, and more your team keep playing. Guess what? The more and more offers gonna keep coming, though.
Yes, sir.
And I gotta tell you, though, man. I talked to RT just today, man. It's so funny to see what Choctaw's doing with all the kids getting offers left and right, man. I mean, it's turned into Choctaw
I really
University.
think that's having to do. I mean, yes, the kids are doing that, but the coaches, they kind of make recruiting a priority in there. Well, they get guys in there. They get recruiters and coaches in there. They're sending out film. That was one of the things. Even though I wasn't a big recruit, they still talked that to us. I remember we had Dr. Collins come in there and talk to us about NCAA Clearinghouse, which I had no idea about. Up until that, and here's what you have to do. You have to have all this done and some stuff that Chad talked about last week. But, a lot of kids don't know about that. But what I was getting at about the defense, Choctaw can win this game if they stop Quantrell Walker. He's another one of those. He's a big back. He'll run straight through. He's like a bus. He kind of reminds me of what was that Steelers running back?
Oh, Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis kind of reminds me of one of those guys. He's little, but he can run through people, and he's quick. But if the defense is able to shoot the gaps and fit them and do all that, you got
to get him. You got to get him before he gets going. Kind of like the Bigsby guy. I tell you right now. I mean, if it happens again, Bigsby and Stillwater are supposed to play early this year. They canceled the game, but I know what I said this months and months ago. I think they canceled the game because they wanted this to be the state championship game. They didn't want either one to see each other. I'm not saying Tata's not going to get there, but it's going to be tough. I have to give it to Corbin. He did get one of those nemesis off his back. He finally beat PC. Last 2 years he hasn't beat him, but he did beat him this year. But I got to say, RJ was back, man. RJ was the real deal. He had about 5 catches.
He had 5 catches for like 115 yards. Yeah.
And the kid's been out for 5 or 6 games and come back
and came back like he never left.
That's it. I mean, that's what good. That tells you what type of athlete the kid is, man. He has a lot going through his mind right now. Yeah. Losing his pops. Like I said, I just hope everybody keep their arms around him, man, and keep telling him they love him because he's a great kid. Him and his sister both. Yeah. And let's think about it. So you want to see the kid do well because he is a great kid. One thing about it, I thought Still played a decent game. He had one turnover, but still. You got to control emotion, son. You're a great ball player, and I'm keeping it 100. And a lot of people might not tell you, but I'm going to keep it 100 to you because, man, you're a good ball player. You really are. You could be one of the best QBs that come out of Tata. But, man, you know what? Everybody's watching you, player. And I'm just going to tell you right now, and I know that you got a lot of passion for the game, but at the end of the day, though, man, keep it cool because, one, everybody feeds off you. You the leader of the team, man. Like I said, I love your little sweatshirts, the man of steel. But, man, when you get on the field, keep it cool. Keep it 100 cool, baby, because that's what you want to do because you got everybody looking at you, though. Nothing, no knocking, nothing, because, like I said, you can do something that somebody's never done. You can win a state championship as a sophomore. And I'm saying this because me and your pops is cool, and I feel like I can come to you and say this. But one thing I'm saying, keep it cool, baby, when you're on the field because that's what it's all about, man. Nobody want to see you out there acting, not saying you're acting crazy or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? These guys lead up to you. Respect your lineman, respect your backs, respect your receiver. It's going to go a long way. A lot of people might not want to tell you, but what I do, I keep it 100, baby. But moving on to the next round, because my boy Kobe Crew did what? He showed out Friday night. He showed out Friday night. And I don't know why ain't nobody knocking on his door because the kid is showing out. You guys are passing out these offers like they hotcakes at Denny's. You know me and my hotcakes at Denny's. But they passing these offers out. But I guess they missing him over there. But the kid is showing out there. He's showing out. Had 6 catches for like 140 yards, a pick, 5 tackles.
Man, he was all over the place. Both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. The kid is playing. But, man, I'm seeing kids get offered. They ain't done nothing. Some of these kids didn't even play a half, and they still got an offer. Talk to me. E. Tell me what's going on because I don't know.
Yeah, Carl Albert, I got to pull this up. Hold on. I don't know scores off the top of my head. So, Carl Albert versus Ardmore last week. Ardmore was one of those teams. They were good a couple years ago. I think that was a state championship matchup a couple of years back. Carl Albert for Ardmore. Yeah.
I mean, Carl Albert put it on and beat them 49-14.
Yeah.
But I just tell you, man, but Kobe and Brazil, and even Hunt had a good game, And like I said, that kid's a good back, he's doing good things. But I just tell you, that Brazil kid and Cruz, man, we talked about them on this show, and we'll keep talking about them. Guys, go get them guys, man.
Go get them, yeah.
I mean, you guys getting guys that barely play, giving these guys offers. You got guys out there showing out every game in and out and ain't getting offers. Like I said, maybe Carl Albert holds them like the Christmas on December 25th. They let everybody open up their present and they're going to have some box of offers in there because I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're not getting them. You tell me, because I don't know. Because
I don't know. I mean,
Midwest City, they got one kid got an offer. Dell City got one kid. Jones got one kid. Look at Tata, the whole damn team got an offer. Right. I mean, damn, Corbin, you had him around. Hey, give Kobe one, Corbin. Help him out over there, man, because the boy can play.
Yeah, he can, for sure.
I give it up to Tata. They doing their thing. But, man, Carl Albert, you got to get on the bus with those guys because everybody's getting offers, and Kobe and Brazil ain't got one. You had a running back last year that at this time had 14, 15 offers, and you got a running back, the same type of running back, maybe a little bit bigger, stronger, faster, ain't got no offers. I'm confused, but hey, guess what?
They need to go watch that Chad Cargill episode.
I guess so. The kid is a
what I have noticed is if you watch these Choctaw kids that got an offer right now, they're putting out film after every game. They're posting their highlights after every game.
You know
I
what?
haven't been seeing a whole lot of that from other kids.
No, you know what, man? Me and RT talked about that today. Brazil got to get on top of that, man. And a lot of these kids, I don't know, they know about the huddle, man. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I record every one of my little baby girls' basketball games. I'm going to put something together. Hope Keon or Reggie can put me something together because I'm going to start pubbing them now. You got to start pubbing them now. And that's one thing they're doing over there. They're doing a good job of getting these kids.
Yeah, and I think that's why. I think that's, I mean, you're putting yourself out there.
Yes.
And coaches see that. I mean, Twitter's huge right now. That's like the main way that's what coaches are using nowadays to get kids.
No, you're exactly right.
So I think you gotta put film on Twitter. You gotta put yourself out there. You know, you see the kids, they have their GPA, their height, their weight, stats, any accolades that they had gotten in the past season. They got that all up on Twitter. You gotta get on top of that. If you're wanting to play college ball, you gotta get on top of that.
Hey, I love you preaching tonight, baby. That's what I talk. But you know what? I mean, let's talk about Quita. I mean, I tell you people, I thought, you know, that Bishop McGinnis might have an easy road to get to the state championship.
But they got Quita.
Quita ain't gonna go out quietly. I'm telling you right now. No, but I do feel sorry for Carl Albert though, because like I said, they did have Ardmore. Mm-hmm. They got Bishop Kelly this week, and then after that you got Collinsville. If you know everything keeps going to track and nobody gets, because you know last week Weatherford got upset, and this is what happened about this tournament right here. Anybody can win it. Anybody can win it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, you know, that's why I said Choctaw got a good chance. Mm-hmm. They do. They haven't beat Stillwater in a few years. I don't think they beat Stillwater since it's been a long, long time since they beat Stillwater, because you guys didn't beat them in junior high, you know, so it's been a minute, but I'm just telling you, they got a good chance, you know, and I know everybody's high on it, man. I just hate that game's all the way in Hawasso, though. I wish it was in the backyard, but like I said, good luck to everybody in the 5A and 6A. Yeah. But I just tell you right now, you know, Guthrie did a good job, you know. They squeaked out one against McAllister, you know, 42-39.
But now guess who they got?
Who they got?
Collinsville.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Collinsville, I mean, how many points did they put up last week? I just got to see. They've been putting up tons of points. Collinsville, where you at? Where you at, Collinsville? I can't find you on here. Oh, did they get a bye? I think they got a bye.
Yeah. You know why they got a bye?
Because one of the teams dropped
out.
No,
because Shawnee said, man, we going to call deuces and get out of here and not play that game.
Oh, okay.
You know, Shawnee got that first win. They didn't want that second win. They said, hey, we ain't going to be no laughing stock.
Probably saw Collinsville put up 70 points up a few weeks ago. And they're like, we don't want no part of that.
Hey, Coach Sexton said, hey, I'm going to take my one win. Yep. He probably listened to Keep It 100 because we said you were going to get another win. So he said, I'm going to take my one win. And guess what? Because I don't know if that goes against your record or not. Because I don't know what it is. I guess it was a COVID victory. That's what they call it. You know who got more wins this year than anybody?
Who?
COVID.
You got a point there.
They got more wins than anybody. They shut down more games than anybody you know.
Man.
So if you're gonna crown a state champion, you got to crown who?
COVID,
baby. That's what we do. We keep it what?
We keep it 100.
That's what I love it, baby. I love it. But hey, you got El Reno. El Reno went knocked out Piedmont, and I really thought, and I said it though. I thought Piedmont. Yeah. I thought Piedmont would, you know, win the game with that option. But I said El Reno had 2 weeks to prepare for it though. Yeah, and guess what? They shut it down.
Yeah, they got
49-14. I'll tell you right now, El Reno's a sleeper. Don't sleep on El Reno. I'm just telling you, don't sleep on El Reno because they coming to play. They put up 41 points, and you know, only gave up 14. So that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Hey, McAllister, I told you. McAllister's built different. They got some different guys down there. You know what they got down there? They got that prison. So you don't know what you're going to get out of McAllister. Hey, they beat them, prior 47-0. Hey, that's a big time right there, 47-0. But I'll just tell you right now, man, it's wide open, you know. And I keep telling you, though.
I said it earlier in the year, and I'm sticking with it. 5A is wide open. I mean, you look at Carl Albert. I mean, they're you can go ahead and say that they're the best team of 5A right now, but Kellyville could take them out this week. I think Collinsville is going to win this week. Collinsville could take them out next week if Carl Albert can beat Bishop Kelly. I mean, 5A is wide open.
You think Carl Albert beat Bishop Kelly this week?
I don't know. I'm going to try to go to that game. I think I'm going to be there.
You say that every week, and guess what? You overlooked at the Choctaw game.
Well, because I said last week I was going to go to the Choctaw game.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna be at that Carl Albert game, I'm gonna be at that Carl Albert game. I might be.
But we gotta wait till next week, E. We want to go watch Carl Albert and Collinsville together.
Yeah, I'm so down for that. That's gonna be the heck of a game.
That's the state championship game right there.
Yeah,
that's the state championship game. What's 4A look like? I didn't even got a chance to 4A yet.
Let's see. So last week, Grove and Hilldale. That was a close one. Hilldale wins by a point, 43 to 42. So they'll move on and they play. Hilldale will go up against Cushing.
Cushing knocked off who? Weatherford.
Yep.
The number 1 seed. But guess what? Weatherford took that bye week off and chill.
Yep.
They didn't get prepared for Cushing. They thought they was going to come in there. Cushing was going to come in and they was going to knock them off and send them home. Guess what? Cushing came to play ball. That's what I was trying to tell you a couple weeks ago. Sometimes that bye week's not good.
Right.
Because, I mean,
you got to use it right.
You got to use it. You got to get prepared. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of these teams, man, they're like, they're looking ahead. They're looking, I'm looking ahead. I'm not looking for this team. I'm looking ahead to see who I got next. So, I mean, guess what? Weatherford, guess what? You're in basketball. You're in wrestling or golf or whatever you're going to.
Right.
So you're going to have a Cushing and Hillsdale?
Yeah.
Okay. And then on the backside, I told you who's going to win this one. I keep saying it, Wagner. Yep. Wagner's going to win this. They're going to win it all. They're going to have Sallisaw. Guess what? Wagner and Tuttle going to hook up. I mean, Wagner beat Sallisaw 56-0. Now they're going to match up against Tuttle. Tuttle had a tough game, but you know what? Newcastle turned the ball over three times. If you turn the ball over 3 times, guess what?
You're going to lose.
They was down 21. Newcastle was down 21-0. Came back and get lost 31-21. Take away a couple of those turnovers, guess what? You win the ball game.
Right.
You can't turn the ball over in this day and age. These teams are too good. And that's going to be the difference when you get to some of these different classes. You know, I mean, like Zodem, turn the ball over.
Yep.
You know, it's like Choctaw. PC North, their defense is pretty good. They did a good job holding them out. But guess what? They had 3 turnovers. Choctaw only had 1. Yep. So, I mean, that just tells you turnovers.
Whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win.
Whoever wins the turnover battle. On the backside, on the other side, you got Blanchard. You know, and Blanchard, like I said, they knocked off Tuttle a couple weeks ago. Yep. You know, I mean, and like now they're going to go against Bristow.
Yeah, Bristow.
Man, I'm going to take Blanchard in that game, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Blanchard.
too. I ain't never heard of no Bristow. Keep it at 100 over here.
Who we got next? Poto?
Yeah, Poto and Clinton. Poto, another one of those teams that they've been at the top of 4A for the past couple years. I think I'm going to have to give it to Poto.
Man, they put up a lot of points, man. I mean, teams that put up a lot of points, man, that just tells you right now, you got to play keep up with them. If you can't master scoring, guess what? You're not going to win the ball game. So guess what? I'm going to give it to Poto over Clinton. I tell people all the time, Clinton got a good Chinese place. Them and Duncan both. So go check out Clinton's good Chinese
I love to eat some Chinese food. I have to go to Clinton.
There you go. So they still got 2 more rounds where we can even start talking about crowning the champion in that round. So that's good stuff, though. Let's go down to 3A, man. I'm kind of sad at 3A. My man got beat this week.
Yeah.
Old Bethel.
Yeah.
I picked him, man, and guess what? Ronnie was quick to call and tell me, man, Bethel got beat. But guess what? I got to give it to Coach Ginn. He still should be coach. He still should be coach of the year. The guy's done amazing things with Bethel the last few years, they ain't won no ball games. He turned around, they won 6-7 ball games this year, finished real strong, got to the second round of playoffs. He went up against Marlowe, the number 1 team in 2A. Guess what? Hats off to him, man. I mean, hats off to him. You know, they got beat, but guess what? There's always
still
next
a good
year.
season.
He got a lot of those guys coming back. So, hey, all he's going to do is keep rebuilding because people's going to, hey, you know what? You start winning, people's going to come into your program.
Right.
Everybody see that every day. You win, people come in. You lose, they move out.
Right.
You win, they come in. You lose, they move out. Yep. So, coaches, if you want to hang on to your players, keep winning. If you don't, somebody's going to snatch them up and they're going to be wearing somebody else's colors next year. So, win, they're going to stay. You lose, they out the door. That's keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Who we got? So
down in 3A, we got. So last week we had. I've been saying their name wrong this whole time, and I apologize. Verdigris. I've been saying Verdigris.
And Coach Chris.
Yeah.
From
Bixby, he let me know.
He let you know.
Yeah, appreciate
Thanks, Coach
that.
Chris. Hey, catch this show. Coach Chris, tell people to watch Keep It 100 because all we do is keep it 100.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we've been kind of falling off, folks. Hey, we're still in the playoffs. Don't sleep on us yet. Keep coming back and checking out the shows because it gets better each week. You can see we got wrestling tuned in with a little bit of football. We're going to start sliding some basketball in. Hey, we don't just stop at football. We're going to have wrestling. We're going to have basketball. We're going to have track.
Baseball,
whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah.
We want to be the number 1 high school sports giving you everything we got. We want to work with Cam Jordan. We want to work with Vibe. We want to work with all these people. Hey, we're not no haters. We motivators, baby. We want to work together because we all family. What they say, like the Pointers used to say, we are family. Got all my forecasters and me. That's what we do, Big E.
Yeah, man.
We keep it 100, baby. Who else we got?
Looking at the matchup, so Verdigris wins last week in a close game. They won 27-21, and now they got to go up against Heritage Hall. Heritage Hall is one of those teams. They're at the top of 3A every year. Every year they're at the top. But this year, they're not doing as good as they have been in the past. So, I mean, there's definitely a chance for Verdigris to win that game, but I'm still going to give it to the Hall. I think this is the end of the road for Verdigris. So
coming to an end?
It's coming to an end. They're going to start Friday night. They're going to get back on that bus, come back, and all their athletes going to be thinking about basketball and track and all that. So,
well, hope they don't, but guess what they do? You had a great season.
Yeah, you had a great season. You did.
Who's next?
Anadarko and Lincoln Christian. Lincoln Christian's a 1 seed in 3A, and I think they'll take out the 9 seed. You got that first versus last matchup, kind of like how the playoffs is supposed to be set up.
Yes, sir.
So, I think they'll pull
it's
out
Lincoln
that
Christian.
One. Yeah, it's
all
Lincoln
day
Christian.
Long.
Yep.
Good job, Anadarko. Get ready for your football banquet. So, great season.
Sorry if that was a little harsh, but we're keeping it 100.
That's what we do.
But and then next we got Stigler and Kingston. That'll be a good game.
I'm gonna say Kingston because I just went
Kingston?
fishing there a couple weeks ago. Caught me 15 fish. People didn't think I could fish. Reeling them in, baby, left and right. It was like hot cakes on the
ripping
sticks
lips.
Rips and lips, baby. Them fish was coming. They was jumping in the boat. I just said, "Come jump in the boat." They jumped in the boat to me. I ain't have to do nothing. The guy put it on there. Man, so I love it when you go fishing like that. I ain't got to touch the worm or the bait or whatever they had on there. All I did is reel it out there. He said, "Oh, that fish right there." I wouldn't got it. He reeled it in. He threw it. He took it off. Man, it's the easiest fishing ever done.
So you had somebody fishing for you.
I had somebody fishing.
That
for
ain't
me.
real fishing.
Okay, it ain't real fishing.
That ain't real
but
fishing.
I had a good time though. You gotta
come with me and my dad one time. We'll show you some real fishing.
Hey, whatever we gotta do, we'll go fishing.
All right, yeah. So I'll go with you. I'll pick Kingston just because you got some nice fish out there.
Got some nice fish out there.
Next time you catch some fish, bring it back. Cook it.
I got some fish. I got some fish in the freezer.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So, all right. So we got Kingfisher and Holland Hall. Holland Hall's that, you had that Verdigris versus Holland Hall matchup, and then, I forgot who won that game. I think it was Verdigris that won that game by a landslide. If I'm wrong, correct me. But they got Kingfisher.
Yeah, I think Coach Chris would, because he must be tied in with Verdigris. What's that name of that?
Verdigris?
Verdigris.
Yeah.
He must be tied in with them.
He'll let me know. Coach Chris, let me know.
He'll let you know.
So, yeah, and then I think I'm going to pick Holland Hall to win that game. So, there's that for you. End of the road for Kingfisher. Sorry.
See you, Kingfisher.
But, yeah. And then, now moving on to 2A, you got Vian versus Metro Christian. This is another one of those top games. You got two teams that are really good, and they're competing in 2A. Vian's got that kid that's committed to OSU. A lot of people are picking them to win the 2A state championship. But I think Vian will move on this week. I really do. And and then you got Frederick and Millwood. Frederick last week beat Chad and his boys. Man. Yeah,
beat him down, baby.
Yeah, Frederick's a pretty good team though. They're not bad.
No, not
and then they got Millwood this week, and Millwood historically has been one of the top teams, if not the top team. If you go back years and years, they are one of the best teams.
That should be a good game.
Yeah,
both teams got a bunch of athletes on the field, so it's gonna come down to who can stop who last. I'm gonna take Millwood in this game though.
Yeah, me too. I think Millwood will come out with that win, and then you got. Beggs versus Keys. I don't know much about Keys, but I know Beggs got the top recruit in Oklahoma, Kendall Daniels. I think I'm saying that right. He's committed to, I think Texas A&M is where he's going. So SEC, going to the SEC. I think him and his boys will pull out the win this week. And then you got OCS and Community Christian.
There's a bunch of that's a lot of Christian going on right there, baby.
Yeah,
they both better be on good behavior.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna take
OCS just because it's a little bit closer. And
they scored 70 points last week.
OCS did?
Oklahoma Christian School 70 points.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't even look at that. I mean, I think I'm going to pick them. They put up 70. Who'd they put up 70 again?
They got a good ball club. Rocky talks about those guys all the time, man. That's one up in Edmond, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, they're all the same to me. Yeah. I mean, it cracks me up because they all got the same name.
Well,
yeah. But I think that's one up in Edmond, though. So I'm going to take
They did score 70, but they also gave up 41. Not a whole lot of defense being played at all.
They probably put the JV in big about that time.
You're probably right.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you look at it, they scored 70 points. I'm pretty sure JV got in the ball game.
Right.
Who else we looking at?
Jones versus Washington.
Woo!
That's going to be a game. Man,
that's a man, Coach Martin. I'm telling you, man, they got a good deal over there. But
yeah.
Washington's just too tough, though, man. They play football, man. This smash mouth football. You know, they mind you, they got the name Washington, but you think of the Washington Redskins with John Riggins and them guys, man. You know, I mean, just smash mouth football, man. They're gonna line up and come hit you.
Yeah.
And I just think, Jones is that pretty team. You know, they're gonna spread you out. They got a big time quarterback with Carson May. But you know what? If Carson can get them guys going, though, it could be a big upset. So, hey, don't count Martin and the boys out. So, hey.
I'll go ahead and pick Jones to win this game.
Jones going to take it. Go get him, Coach
Jones
Martin. Go get that state championship again, baby. He got him one. People looking for their first one. Good job, Coach Martin over there. Jones, who else we got?
Chandler and Marlowe. Marlowe's been one of the
man.
Yeah,
they knocked our guy out in Chandler.
Yeah.
I mean, Chandler, you got that Walmart up there, but guess what? They're going to be shopping on Friday night because their season is over. They ain't going to do their Black Friday shopping because it's over. Marlowe's going to knock them boys off, and guess what? They're moving on to the next round. They knocked out my man, again, in the Bethel Wildcats, and guess what? They're going to knock off Chandler. And I'll tell you right now, though, man, Marlowe's a tough team. I picked it. I did. I picked the upset. I'm a man of my word. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Guess what? I ate crow. Guess what? But I'm going to pick Marlowe this week. I ain't going to crowd against it this time.
Not going to make the same mistake twice.
Not make the same mistake twice.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we got. I mean, we can dive into the classes A, B, and C a little bit.
We'll get into that when they get down to this smaller bracket. Baby,
yeah, they got so much going on right now. They're not even in their quarterfinals yet. You go to Class B, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games going on this week.
So, Biggie, do you see any upsets next week that you could think of that this week coming up? Friday night, Saturday night. Do you see any upsets?
Any upsets
that you could say, man? I think. I mean,
I say that. I know I'm gonna be kind of a homer here, but if Choctaw if their defense has been playing how they've been playing the past couple weeks, they can win this game. The offense is going to have to step it up this week. Offense is definitely going to have to step it up. I mean, they only scored. I mean, not saying PC North is a bad team defensively at all.
Good defensive team. No offense. Yeah. No offense at all. QB.
But I mean, you still gotta put up points.
You know what? They talked about and Jordan did a really good job with that on that big receiver.
Yeah, he did. That was a heck of a matchup.
That kid really didn't do nothing though. I mean,
Jordan locked him down that game.
I understand though, Big E, but I mean, come on, man. This is, and I'm not trying to be mean, but why coaches don't think outside the box? Why not put that kid at slot receiver? Why not line that kid up at tight end? Why not line that kid up in trips? They did nothing to try to get that kid open. They never threw a slant. They never threw. All they kept throwing was a deep. You're throwing a deep ball to a guy that can jump out of the gym.
Yeah.
Jordan can jump out of the gym. So why we not throw a slant? Why we not throw a curl? Why we not throw a post?
Right.
Everything you did was a fade. You played it to his hands.
Right.
So that's what gets me with these coaches. Why not line that guy up a slot one time? So guess what? Now Choctaw got to make adjustments because, hey, we line that kid up.
Right.
But the QB probably can't get the ball to the guys anyway, not knocking that kid. He's just a sophomore, but he got a long way to go, though, man. Some of his balls look like Rainbow Bright, baby. I'm keeping it 100 because, I mean, you telling me, you saw the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he was throwing ducks out there, man.
He was.
I'm telling you right now, I'm proud somebody didn't get their shotgun out and shoot one down. He's out there, quack, quack. I'm just keeping it 100.
I think it's duck season right now, too.
It is duck season, but hey, I guess he was getting ready for this. I guess he was going duck hunting the next day because it was over. But I'm just saying, though, man, I never thought they did anything. I mean, they got away from the run. They never did any screens, and Choctaw's bringing the whole house at you. I mean, I don't know, man. That's why I said this game this Friday night is going to be a dogfight. You got two great teams going against each other. Like I said, I think Choctaw's a little bit better on defense, like you said, than last year. The last 2 times that Choctaw played Stillwater, they gave up 70. I don't see that happening in this year.
Yeah,
I mean, Will they give up?
I mean,
some
you look
points?
back in the past. Bixby's been putting up points all week, and Choctaw held them to 24.
Yep. That's
so.
what
I mean,
I'm gonna pick 35 to 21, but I ain't gonna pick who I'm giving that to yet.
All right.
I know Ronnie's gonna call me and ask me. So what do you pick?
I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick score, but not team.
What score?
I think it's gonna be football math. Hold on. I think it's gonna be 35 to 28. I think somebody's going to win by one score, by a touchdown.
That's a game right there. That's keeping everybody sitting on their hands the whole game.
Yeah.
But I will say, though, Choctaw got to get a little kicker. That little kid can kick.
Yeah, he can kick.
I like him, man.
Yeah.
What's his name? Vizzy? What's his name?
I forget his name. I do.
The kid
he can kick,
though, man.
Yeah.
I give
he's
it
got
up
a leg.
to him, though, man. He's done a good job,
I think he's only, I want to say he's a sophomore. He might be a junior.
I'm telling you right now, he keep kicking like that. He going to get an offer. He going to get one. But I'm just telling you, it's going to be close. What do you think about the Bigsby Mill City game? What score would you give that?
I think I'm going to give Bixby the win here. I'll confidently give Bixby the win here, and I'll give him the win 56 to 38. I'm sorry. Your Bombers are going to...
Man, it's hard to go against my Bombers, but I'm going to tell you right now, man, Bigsby's...
Actually, I don't even think I'll give Midwest City 38. I'll give them 20. Sorry.
No, Dale City scored 27 against Bigsby, so Midwest City will score at least 35. And I'm going to tell you right now, you heard it first right here on Keep It 100. I'm not going to scream. My Bombers will knock off Bigsby.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
You heard it first at Keep It 100. My Bombers will knock off the Bigsby Spartans.
Nope.
Let me tell you.
Nope.
35 to 14. 35 to 14.
35 to 14 Bombers?
You heard it.
I thought I was a homer. 35 to 14 Bombers.
You heard it here first. Keep it 100.
You were wrong last week. You're going to be wrong again. I'm sorry. There ain't no way Midwest City is going to win by more than... There's no way they're going to win by 3 scores. There's no way. I went to that Midwest City practice, and I no hate against Midwest City. They got guys this tall. All their guys are this tall.
You heard it first. We're going to close this episode.
I'm sorry. Jamie's going to watch this. I work with Jamie. Jamie, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
My Bombers will win 35 to 14. Bomber Magic.
You willing to put your money where your mouth is?
You
You want to put some money on this game?
You heard it first. Keep it 100. Oklahoma High School football, high school sports, fireplace going, baby. You heard it here first. Bombers will take the win. Coach Chris, I still love you.
Coach Chris, I love you even more. You helped me out this week. You made me not sound like less of an idiot. But now this man's out of his mind. You got to help him sound like less of an idiot.
Hey,
shut him up this week.
That's what I'm telling you. You heard it first. Bishop Kelly, Amy, Russell, you going down this week. Upset week, baby. This is upset week. I'm telling you. Upset week. People going to think I'm crazy. But it's going to be 4 upset this week.
I mean, I can see Bishop Kelly over Carl Albert.
Going to be 4 upset this week. I don't know
Midwest
what class,
City over Bixby.
but it's going to be 4 upset this week. Listen to me, folks. If you got some numbers and you trying to win some money from the lottery or you trying to win some money at the casino, hit me up at High Keeping.
I wouldn't take this dude's number. Sports. This dude just picked Midwest City to beat Bixby by 3 scores.
Hit me up. I'm just telling you, if you want to win some money, you need some Christmas money and you're low on cash, call me and I'm going to get your numbers to you and you can go to the lottery, you can go hit the dice, whatever you want to do. Listen to me, folks. I'm trying to get you, help you get some Christmas money. I'm hot, baby. I'm telling you, Big E. I'm feeling it this week. I'm feeling it.
All right.
4 upsets this week. I'm calling it. 4 upsets. Keep it 100. Oklahoma High School Sports. Before we close out, you got anything else, Big E?
No, I'm speechless after that Bixby Midwest City.
Man, you can't be speechless,
I'm speechless.
You can't.
I'm going to just leave it at that.
We got to thank your pops for helping us.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. He's behind the camera right now.
Behind the camera. I mean, I'm telling you right now, we started this journey at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. I got over here at like 3:45. I get on. I try to get stuff started. And I'm getting pissed off and all that. And then he comes over here, bails me out as usual.
He's a man. He's a man behind the scene that you guys don't see, but he does a great job, getting us up and going. Like I said, we got 2 locations. We can shoot here. We can shoot at his place.
Yeah.
We got some up and coming guests that want to come on the show. Folks, like I said, we're having fun. Yeah. You can hit me up. Follow me at what?
High Keeping on Twitter. And then you follow me on Twitter at Ethan_Z_Davis. Yeah.
Feed us back. Talk to us, man. You hear me talking crazy tonight? Yeah. Don't be shy.
Go ahead and at him and tell him how crazy he is.
No. Tell me. Hit us up and tell us your picks.
Tell us your picks.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun, folks. This is what we do here. We love everybody, like I told you. We love Cameron George. We love OK Prep. We love Vibe. We love all these guys. We want you to be part of us. It's all one big family. Take us out, E. We out of here.
Yeah, just thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching us. As we said earlier, follow us on Twitter. Follow Tony at High Keep and follow me at Ethan_Z_Davis. Follow us on Instagram at Keep it100_high school sports. And we appreciate you tuning in for another episode, and we'll catch you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.